All right, guys, good morning and welcome to another AlphaDat FX daily market analysis. So, we're going to start with the economic calendar that is pretty hot today. No, actually, first of all, we're going to review yesterday's trade. All right, we had AUD It was a winner. Let's check it here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go to yesterday's trade right here. Boom. It took some while, but it ended up going to our take profit during New York session. The thing about the crosses between Asian currencies is exactly that it can take a while in order for price to move in our favor or against us. In this case, it actually went almost to our stop loss before going to our take profit. And we took some hit, we could have said. But then, as you can see here, after New York, it, it could have given us 7.3 hours in profit, right? So if you took halfway, a half position out on the take profit on 2 to 1 and then you trail it, good for you. If you didn't, also good for you because you are 2 hours in profit for the week. All right, now we're moving to the economic calendar, full of red news, right? High impact news. Today we have FOMC minutes. So this is a high impact event. Also inflation, European inflation. GBP inflation is already behind us, and it came out all higher than expected. Inflation coming higher than expected, it means that no rate cuts are going to be considered. Then that's bullish for the currency, right? Because higher rates are bullish for the currency. So it's very probable that when we check our heat map, GBP is going to be green. Regarding the New Zealand interest rate, it was cut. Interest rate decision, it was cut by 0.25 points. So, by 25 points actually. So now it's at 3%. This is very bearish for the New Zealand dollar. So it's very probable that we're going to be longing something against the New Zealand dollar today. All right, so first of all, let's move on to write down what we have. We have 11 and 8 p.m. So here we have 11 a.m. Euro inflation reports. And 8 p.m. US Fed minutes. Right, now we move on to heat maps. Okay, so what do we have here? As expected, New Zealand dollar fully red due to the rate cut, and GBP almost fully green, except against the JPY, which is surprisingly strong, and gold is mildly strong. So okay, let's take this and we move on to decide which pairs we could be trading today. Okay, the weakest we have a winner, the NZD by far. And strongest, we could say JPY and GBP. Do you agree? JPY for the first, GBP the second. Yeah, I wouldn't take nothing else into consideration. Gold, we cannot cross it against NZD. Yeah, I think it's okay. So we're gonna check the Dixie to see what the Dixie is telling us, aka USD. Boom. The Dixie. We were expecting a bearish week, right? We started. Let's go. This is the week. We are expecting. Look at this, right? We're expecting a bearish week, right? Why? Because previous week took the high of the previous week and then closed way lower. And currently we are in a very positive territory. So we might expect the Fed minutes to melt the dollar. I'm expecting that. I'm not taking that for granted, but I'm expecting that. Okay. So let's go to the 16 hour. We haven't closed above the last significant high, but we are doing higher lows, a higher low. We did a higher high, but haven't closed above yet. So it's like we're not saying we are already in an uptrend on the 16 hour, right? Let's say we are still in the range. Let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we do have a change in market structure. Yep, we do have one. Look at this. Okay. And this is this. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So what I can expect now, I can expect basically a higher low. Let's put this bullish. We do have a supply here. Let's go to the hourly. And let's see what do we have here. Yeah. I might put this right here because, to be honest, what I do expect is to do this, to go to the supply area and then continue dropping. If the non-commercials are long, right, that means that the higher time frame and the educated money is long in the dollar. I don't see it going long, but I cannot go against the chart, right? So for the moment we are in a short-term bullish momentum order flow. Order flow with next supply. Next supply being how long? I don't know why the shift sometimes doesn't work. 21 points from the next high quality supply zone. All right, so now we're gonna check NZD JPY, right, to short it, or GBPNZD to long it, right? Let's move on to the charts, ladies and gents. So we have NZD JPY to short it. First of all, we're gonna see, whoa, during Asian session, we have that big drop, right? Daily, we have 1.28% drop on the pair. Let's check the weekly. Let's see what do we have here. are pretty close to that demand area, and then we have this one. This could be a level on top of level. Okay, now we go to the 60 now. The daily, let's check the daily. Okay, we could refine this to here, and this is all messed up. Yeah, I will refine that there. And then we have, of course, this one. Okay, so I have some room to continue going. I wouldn't short it as it is, right? So let's check what do we have. It's gonna be like a strong drop. Why? Because strong news, strong drop, rate cuts, federal interest rates. Basically, the main currency driver. So because they are based on inflation and all economic health and blah blah blah. So yeah. Let me put this like this. I don't know if it's bad, but it's what it is. All right, so. Wow. Okay, we have the big Asian drop, right? Remember, what do we have? Two Asian currencies. Two Asian currencies. What does that means? Yep. It means we could see slow movement during London and then the big movement again in during New York, right? Look at this. Boom. That was a take profit. Okay. Nice. All right. We don't have any supply here. I don't expect price to go. Actually, we do have, but it's would be this level, and this is how many pips? 90 pips away. I don't see that happening. Let's go to the 5 minutes to see if we find something in the middle. Okay, let's look for GBPNZD. Let's look for GBPNZD, and then we can come back here. But yeah, in the 5 minutes, if we want to jump into the move, we can use this one, right? But again, I don't see price going up there. Something like that. But okay, let's leave it there. Let's go to GBPNZD. Where are you? There you go. Boom, we have our strong jump. All right, we're in price discovery mode. For you, those of you that don't know what price discovery mode is when you don't have any price reference at the levels you're trading, right? It means that you are doing our new highs or new lows. Here, if well, we are not doing new highs, right? Because we have these ones. So it wouldn't be like fully price discovery mode. Let's go to to a 16 hour to see what we have. All right, 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours, and yeah, we could say that we have this supply zone right here. Boom. Let me put that right here. Okay, let's check that. So we're already hitting that. So we can expect, look, hit and already doing a pullback. Nice. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah. All this thin air needs to be rebalanced. I don't think it's gonna be rebalancing fully, but I do think we're gonna have like some kind of a pullback. Let's see. I don't like to buy in premium. Buying premium meaning buying over a price leg, buying on the higher half. I think I'm gonna let's leave it there. We know we have these two, right? We're gonna tag it with yellow, GBP. This one we're gonna remove it, and we're gonna tag GBPNZD and NZD/JPY. We put it with yellow, and we'll see later before New York. As at this moment, I don't find any safe level to trade from, right? What I mean is that, okay, let's say we want to put a long order here, right? In this intermediate demand zone, right? Boom, 5 minutes demand zone. Okay, where do I put my stop loss? In premium, in the 62. There are 62 pips right there. So half, 50%, 25 pips. This is like a big move. Let me check. This is 234 pips. Wow, those are a lot of pips. And the thing is that the pound, as we saw, got higher numbers in inflation, so it's not cutting rates anytime soon. Bullish for this, bearish for this. But look at this, 8 a.m. was that news, right? It was 8 a.m. and 8 a.m. we had only this displacement. It's a displacement of 70 pips. It's still a good still a good displacement. All right. Let's analyze a little bit this chart. It came price before the GBP news came down to this demand area and bounced it out from that. So now, what could we expect? We could expect the same, right? But we don't have any clear demand zone. This one, it's already bouncing from it. Actually, this could be a good scalp right here on this demand area. using this one. This would be like a scalp, a truly scalp. Right there. And we'll put it to the next month, so 2.8. 11 and 2.8. I actually like this. For this being a scalp, I'm gonna set this one only for the morning, right? And I'm going to put half risk on it, okay? Only half risk. I'm gonna write it right here for you to bear in mind. 0.5 R's are going to be risk because it's a risky trade, but with good props. This only for the morning, all right? Only for the morning. Let me put this long position right here. Oh, sorry. If it goes, awesome. If it doesn't, half risk is not gonna hurt us. All right, I'm gonna put it right here. Set your order fast because price is pretty close to that level. All right, guys, that's it. See you pre New York. I'm gonna be updating and maybe finding a better trade, a better daily trade, right? Trade your plan, stay safe, and always be enough. Bye bye.